To compare Apple Pay security, start by understanding the basics of how it works. Apple Pay is a contactless payment system that uses near-field communication technology to make transactions. When you add a credit or debit card to Apple Pay, the actual card number is not stored on the device or on Apple servers. Instead, a unique device account number is created, which is encrypted and stored on the device. The first step in comparing Apple Pay security is to look at the tokenization process. Tokenization replaces sensitive card information with a unique token, making it impossible for hackers to access the actual card details. Apple Pay uses this process to ensure that even if a transaction is intercepted, the hacker will only get the token, not the actual card information. Next, consider the encryption methods used by Apple Pay. Apple Pay uses end-to-end encryption, which means that the transaction data is encrypted on the device and can only be decrypted by the receiving bank. This ensures that even if the transaction is intercepted, the data will be unreadable. Another important aspect of Apple Pay security is the use of Touch ID or Face ID. These biometric authentication methods add an extra layer of security to the payment process, making it impossible for someone else to use your device to make transactions. To further compare Apple Pay security, look at the zero liability policy. Most banks and credit card companies offer zero liability protection, which means that you will not be responsible for any unauthorized transactions made using Apple Pay. In terms of best practices, it is essential to keep your device and Apple Pay app up to date, as updates often include security patches and improvements. You should also use a strong passcode and enable two-factor authentication to add an extra layer of security to your device. Finally, compare Apple Pay security to other mobile payment systems, such as Google Pay and Samsung Pay. All of these systems use similar security measures, including tokenization and encryption. However, Apple Pay has an additional layer of security due to its closed ecosystem, which makes it more difficult for hackers to access the system. By following these steps and considering these factors, you can get a comprehensive understanding of Apple Pay security and how it compares to other mobile payment systems.